It's your world.
Yep.
And I'm just a squirrel.
Trying to get a nut.
Trying to get a nut to move your butt.
After his mom started dating,
Can't resist a pretty girl. You know what I mean?
I'm 11. I hate girls.
Ben had to show who was really man of the house.
Yes. Excuse me. I mean, he's so uncool. Did you know he actually irons his jeans?
Morning, Ben.
My advice to you is to get rid of this guy.
Yeah, but how do I do that? The Indian guides. This Indian guide thing could be the solution to my problem.
Hey, how are you, Jack?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Picking Indian names for each other is one of the most important Indian guide rituals.
How about squatting dog?
Make sure they're the same height.
The San Francisco Chronicle says it's loads of laughs and tons of fun.
Well, it doesn't get much better than this.
It's the story of a father-to-be and the son who doesn't want him to be. Chevy Chase, Farrah Fawcett, George Wendt, and Home Improvement's Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Man of the House, rated PG.
Squatting dog? That's the best you could come up with?
I had a squirrel named Numbnuts.
The people have asked for this, Nick.
The people, they're clamoring for this movie.
And here it is. We got to give the people what they want.
A movie that up until the middle of it, I didn't realize I had seen before. I was like, no, none of this checks out.
Oh,
none of this
really?
checks out. Then the friend or the dad who doesn't talk and
Yes.
mimes everything. I was like, oh, wait.
Remember
I
that?
remember it now. It's coming back to me.
Well, I watched this not once, not twice,
3 times a
3
movie.
times. And
It got better every time.
I'm going to say this in all sincerity.
Yeah.
I am glad that I watched it 3 times because I picked up on a lot more and I did more research on certain things that I was interested in. So I have some wild facts and deep dives
Hell yeah.
that made it partially worthwhile.
Okay. So now moving forward, every movie will get 3 to 5 rewatches.
At least, minimum.
And it'll take us 6 years to get a season out.
Sorry, everyone.
So for taglines and plots, I found a young boy refuses to accept his mother's new boyfriend despite his attempts to win his respect. Meanwhile, the disgruntled relative of a criminal he prosecuted seeks revenge.
I too saw that.
Did you see Jack wants to marry Ben's mother, but there are strings attached?
No.
Plots done poorly.
I saw a man joins the YMCA to impress the son of the woman of his dreams. That makes it sound like he's going like to a health club.
No, that's not.
He's not joining the YMCA.
YMCA is not involved at all.
It's not. So
All right, good try.
mine
Disney.
was
Yeah.
what would happen if Clark Griswold got divorced and tried to date Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, I mean that's not even a plot to
It's
employ.
Clark. It's Clark Griswold.
Very much so. Yeah, there are times when like I'd take my eyes off the screen and I would just hear his voice talking, and I'm like, oh, that's just Clark. This is a Griswold spinoff.
And I got a few hot takes. One of them being, this might be the most kind Chevy Chase has been in a movie.
Fair.
He never goes villain. He never even
It's true.
snaps.
Yeah.
Like you're waiting for a moment to just be like, oh, fuck this kid. He doesn't. It's
off-putting.
sarcasm,
It's
but
almost
it's
a lot
like,
off-putting.
I'm really trying as hard as I can. Like he's so genuine. And I think that's disarming because
Yeah.
you know in real
Yes.
life, Chevy Chase is such
Yes.
a dick.
And in every other movie, he's yelling or he's like getting upset.
So
like,
to me, it was like, it's wild. It's
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas is a little piece of shit. And you're
Hot take.
almost like, as an adult, you're almost rooting for, like, just give him a chance, man. He's trying.
I wrote this down. And
All right.
For my plot dump, I wrote, JTT's dad runs off with his secretary, leading him to treat Chevy Chase like shit for 90% of a movie. It's unlikable, yet realistic. A movie that leaves you wanting less and somehow more. A true enigma of its time. Bring the family, or don't.
I think that's all accurate. And we might have to have a new category of, like, unintentional comedy.
Yes.
Because the opening scene where the dad waves goodbye
With his secretary?
and
Like,
then
I'm
the
out of here.
secretary waves goodbye.
I missed that.
The secretary
Oh
waves
my
goodbye.
God.
So you get the dad, and then he says, like, I'm left with his secretary, and then she waves. It's
Holy shit.
like,
that is absolutely
all right,
brutal.
see you later.
Oh my God. Upon my second rewatch is Heart to Heart, where he's walking around the fire telling a story.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh,
Telling the imaginary story of real life.
And he's like, oh, and when his father went off with the secretary, on first rewatch, I was like, what? Wait, I missed that. And so I at least caught that they say it in the beginning. I didn't see a wave from her too. What a fuck you to that family.
The passenger side, she is just, see you later, kid.
Ice cold. Good luck to you in your life. I'm taking your dad. Holy shit.
But we should probably start at the beginning.
Please.
95, PG, hour 36.
Yeah, nice tight 90.
5.3 on IMDb. 13% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's rough. I don't know that this movie warranted 13%.
Maybe 15.
I would say like a teen number, but a low teen is hard. For its budget, its budget was $22 million.
Okay.
Do you want to take a guess at what it grossed?
I think it did well because I saw, not to get into the trivia,
Sure.
but that this was the first movie in the 90s that was number one for Chevy Chase.
$40 million.
And I think the only one. Oh, only 40?
I mean,
almost
almost
doubled
doubled
its money.
But before I saw facts like that, when I saw the budget and gross, I was like, okay. All right.
I will be honest, though. I think Chevy is riding JTT's coattails.
Sure.
Even for them to say in the trailer, and Home Improvements, Jonathan Taylor
You
Thomas.
knew this was his vehicle.
Yeah.
Or was it? When we get into casting later, this
look
is
at that tease.
ripe for the plucking.
Okay.
The director for this movie is James Orr, who wrote such classics as Three Men and a Baby, Sister Act 2, and he was also the producer of Father of the Bride 1 and 2.
Okay.
He was also one of the writers of this movie. The other two writers were David E. Peckinpah of the Beauty and the Beast
What
TV
a
series.
name.
Who could forget it? And Richard Jeffries, who wrote 14 Going on 30, a TV movie. So your writers are TV writers and a writer of Three Men and a Baby and Sister Act 2. So maybe the kind of dramatic, kind of darker, like sad movie.
But also the over-the-top slapstick.
Yeah.
You get so much of that.
Yeah.
And the most 90s stereotypical tropes are happening again and again and again.
Yeah. You got the
I get it.
montages. They're all there. It's all there for
The kid narrating things of like,
yeah.
it was tough for me and mom, but then okay.
But then Dad left with the secretary. Rip-a-doo. Unfortunately, I have some bad news. No Metascore. No Metascore for this film. I've got some reviews for you.
Okay.
None from our friend. None from our good fine fellow.
I can't imagine he would take the time to watch this. Certainly not 3 times.
I mean, upon enjoying some previous reviews of his, I was kind of hoping for a juicy morsel here, but none to be found. Entertainment Weekly gave it a D+. As a performer, Chase hasn't lost his air of foggy detachment. He still delivers his lines as if he were reading them off a teleprompter mounted somewhere in the next room. This time, though, he attempts to pass off his deadpan quizzicality as concern. It's an eerie sight. I mean, does anyone really want to watch Chevy Chase try to be heartwarming? He had more conviction reporting the death of Franco. So it kind of touches on the weirdness of a genuine Chevy Chase.
So they're like, we want more of a dick.
Give me more Clark, less heartfelt dad.
Okay.
Baltimore Sun said the performances, if anything, lower the quality of the film. Chase seems caught in despair between old self, the clumsy goofball who destroys things, and new self, the sensitive actor. And so he comes across as no self. He's so muted he's hardly there. Jonathan Taylor Thomas is tiresomely obnoxious. Fawcett has very little to do except appear wise and concerned.
Fact.
George Wendt as one of the Indian wannabes is occasionally funny, as is the movie.
Fact.
Very occasionally.
Wow.
People did not
that's
like
a
this.
pretty spot on review, though.
People did not like this movie that nearly doubled its budget.
Yeah, but how many of that were like teen girls that just want to see JTT do his thing?
Low IQ Canadian said only the smoldering sexual tension between Chevy Chase and George Wendt keeps Man of the House from being a complete waste of time.
What a pivot.
Kansas City Star 1 out of 5. Austin Chronicle 2.5 out of 5.
So what you're telling me is people loved it.
They loved it. I can't wait to hear all the awards it won.
It did.
Yeah. Wow.
And this is another unintentional humor award for me. 1996 nominee for Young Artist Award, Best Performance by an Actor Under 10. If you were to guess who What actor would receive that award in this movie?
I mean, I gotta go JTT.
Yeah, it's not. It's a young JTT, Jimmy Baker, who plays young Ben.
The beginning.
Do you know how long he's in the movie for?
3 seconds?
3 minutes on the dot. And he got a award for the Young Artist Award, Best Performance. He does literally nothing. He walks on the beach.
But doesn't he?
And then 1995 nominee for the Stinker Award, Best Actor, Chevy Chase. I don't know that that's a positive award, but it still counts.
And people, the votes are in. People don't like a sensitive, genuine Chevy Chase.
I didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it either. I think once you're in for it, you're like, okay, maybe
I
this
think
works.
because you keep waiting for him to make some snide remark or like backhand JTT, and he doesn't. And you're like, oh, I think he might be a decent guy.
Sure. There's a couple of Clarky or maybe just Chevy Chasey, like
kiss my ass.
Kiss his ass. A couple of lines where what does he tell? He tells Farrah Fawcett, "Don't start anything you can't finish." Like, oh, this is horny Chevy Chase.
Right. But even like when they're threatening, they're like, you need to move, witness protection. They cut the brakes on your car, and he's like, well, then I quit. And you're like, no, you're not. No, you would not do that.
Clark, come on.
No.
All right, let's take it from the top.
And to your point, wow, does this movie start with a banger? JTT narrating the actual moment his dad and the woman he cheated on his mother with leaving town.
And
waving goodbye on top of it for him to just watch and file under his traumas in his life, because holy shit. Brutal. And that might be, if there's a category for roughest openings to one of these 90s movies, that might be it. That might take the cake. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Mom and Ben pick up and they move into their new place. They're starting their life again. This is when Mom starts dating. And during this montage, there's a line where it says, Ben says, they were all jerks. And what they show is just a guy just trying his best. Like flying a kite.
Trying to fly a kite.
How is he be a jerk?
Because he fell over. They're like, he can't even fly a kite. What an asshole.
Like, yeah, show him being an asshole. He's just trying. He's trying for you, Ben.
But that's the theme of the whole movie.
Yeah.
He finds, I was going to call him Clark. He finds Jack's
you can call him Clark.
medication. He's like, oh, he has allergies, so he's a wimp. And I'm like, okay.
Yep.
That's the criteria?
Yeah. It's
guilty. I'm a seasonal wimp.
Just for the season. So the plot gets cooking right away. Chevy Chase, also known as Jack, which I'll just keep calling him either Chevy or Clark. He puts away Frank for 50 years for trafficking in narcotics, and his son Joey threatens him. So now we know
this is the plot.
Yeah, something's coming for him at some point. You've got the 90s, either mafioso or bad guy,
slicked back hair, suit.
You know the song and dance, and it kind of dies off for a while. You got to set the tone with Chevy trying to be dad and that relationship, and then halfway, 3/4, we get the mobsters come back for their retribution.
Thank God.
Thank God. What would this movie be without it? But the theme of this season, the theme of this year, is children, young boys asking about sex from their parents.
Yes.
I was like, again, we're doing this?
Do you have that quote?
I don't have the exact quote.
Okay, I got the quote.
Please.
It's part of my problematic.
I'm problematic.
This is all about sex, isn't it? You don't have to pretend. I already know women reach their sexual peak in their 30s.
Did everyone...
Is that true?
Did every young boy from 12 years old have a subscription to Cosmo at this time? Did I miss something?
I mean, he's quoting like 60 Minutes, and like I saw that on PBS. Like, no, you didn't. What are you watching? That's not PBS.
It's these latchkey kids, man. They were just hanging around, reading Cosmos, watching 60 Minutes.
Just like some wild claims and like talking about how to kill people.
Informed,
just
but for
man.
why? I will say this movie did hit a chord with me, because as a kid of divorced parents who watched his mom start to date again, it is a weird situation to be in. I didn't quite take it to the levels that he did, but yeah, it's weird.
You don't want to join the Indian guides?
I mean, I didn't set up like pranks or situations to purposely make the boyfriend look bad, but yeah, it's some of it checked out. But yeah, so that's where we start to get Ben's pulling pranks. Then we change the water in the shower,
which I have a problem with that.
Oh, please.
Chevy Chase, Jack,
Clark.
He's showering with a shower cap for some reason.
Sure.
It's clearly hot because there's steam everywhere.
Yep.
Then you have Ben turns the hot water on in the kitchen, which would then make the water cooler. And you just hear him yelling, ow, 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 ow. He's like, oh, yeah, sometimes the water goes out. So which is it? The water got hotter because you're yelling, ow? It got colder, so you should have said burr, or it just went out.
Perfect dad arguing
Just
here.
stupid. I even rewound it. I'm like, nope, that's definitely the hot water. You idiot.
Kind of right after that scene is I start writing down the note. Is this movie supposed to be funny? Because for a little while it's like,
not really.
It's like here are the like moments that are to be funny, but it's also coupled with all this other stuff where you're like, it's kind of a bummer. This movie's kind of a bummer.
So it's like the physical comedy, like he's laying on the mattress and the feet go down and the head goes down and like setting up the tent. Or like when Jack's making breakfast and there's stuff everywhere.
Sure.
But aside from that, there aren't many jokes.
No.
It's mostly just like visually, isn't this ridiculous?
Yeah.
That's absurd for that to happen.
Yeah.
Drawing paint on his face and now it's still there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
It gets slapsticky a little bit. Like I almost wonder if this movie worked better as it has like a TV movie feel where it's like, oh, it's kind of sad and like somber and like there's a couple of jokes, but like
True. You needed something sad in the middle.
Yeah.
So then like bring it back up at the end. Instead it was like a slow build. They don't trust each other. And then at the very end they do. And it's just like we ride off into the sunset.
Yeah. And with an ending that says, who knows what'll come of this. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And we're just left with this now.
Yes, we are.
But in the meantime, while you're before you get to that climax, pun intended, we get moments such as I'm glad that I had that cold shower and don't start anything you can't finish because horny Chevy Chase is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
But he's not alone. So that was one of the things that went over my head when I watched it as a kid.
Over my
Farrah Fawcett, which I don't even know what her name is in this movie.
No.
Okay.
It's just
Farrah Fawcett.
It's Farrah and Chevy.
She said, "We haven't been together in so long." And he's like, "Oh, I got work. I promise it won't take more than a couple of hours." And Kristen goes, "A couple of hours?
What else are you doing? You watching a show? You catching up on
good
Netflix?
Lord.
Easy. Well,
What are you doing in there?
Either right after that or shortly after that, we get probably the most ridiculous pratfall I've ever seen in a movie, which is Chevy trying to make his way to Farrah's room.
Yep.
And has to hit the skateboard, which is nowhere near him. They
No.
couldn't do a second take of this. Like he has to like throw his leg so far out to the left that there's no way.
Carter goes, "He did that on purpose." Like a 7-year-old is calling you out on it.
Got you.
Guess what?
Got your ass.
You could have done that a little bit better.
Like,
this isn't like Marv and Harry in Home Alone where like, ooh, it's slippery. Or
Right.
you can clearly
But
see
Marv
it.
sold it. Like every one of those things looked like it hurt. This
I'm not criticizing them. I'm saying
Not
that
in this house.
That's the gold standard.
Yeah.
This was like going way out of his way to stretch. Like if he pulled a leg trying to stretch and get the skateboard, I would believe that.
Yeah. I hate to say this. I'm siding with Chevy Chase. What has he done to deserve any of this shit?
Totally agree.
Every time he does something, like even in the early on when he's cooking, he puts the wrong food in the wrong recyclables.
Yeah.
Ben comes out and gives him shit. And then he says after that to Farrah Fawcett, "All right, well, I'll just put this here and here we'll go."
Right.
Like I was like, good bounce back, man. Like he's taken hit after hit from Ben without any issue, without snapping at him.
And then he throws the book away, like Step Parenting Made Easy. He's like, "Well, you've been a big help," which means clearly he's been reading it.
Yeah.
Like I put down, I'm like, he's legit trying.
He is.
You cut the man some slack.
True.
Good Lord.
I feel like a lot of times in these sorts of movies, it's like it's the lack of effort. No, he's
or a
put in the effort.
stepdad that's a piece of shit, and like mom doesn't see it, and the kid is suffering.
Yes.
This is so different. It's
Yeah.
JTT is the piece of shit.
It is.
And like
It is.
here's someone that loves your mom, is trying as hard as for you, and then makes the comment like, "I guess I have to pay for all the mistakes his dad made." And she's like, "It's kind of part of the territory." And he's just like,
Good luck to you
like
dealing with
all
this
right,
shit.
well,
But the
cool,
reward is Farrah
cool.
Fawcett for a couple hours in the bedroom
So,
once in a
all
while.
right.
So I guess,
a couple of hours, yeah.
is the juice worth the
Totally
squeeze?
worth it.
Ben's at school with his friend Monroe, and they bail.
Great name.
Solid name. One of one. Haven't heard it yet in the movie. They get Norman out of the locker, which means this is now the subplot of the Indian Guides, and now Ben cooks up the plan. All right, I know how to get this guy out of our lives.
Yeah.
Except, spoiler alert, Chevy's all in. He's ready to do it, even at the potential loss of his job.
I do have that as one of my problematic.
I'm problematic.
They're just shitting on this entire organization of Indian Guides. They're like, look how stupid that is. Can you imagine if my potential stepdad thought I wanted to do that? He would leave for sure.
Yeah, what a bunch of idiots.
And then we're just going to wear full Native American garb
No problem.
all day, every day? Like, that's not what that program is.
But isn't it, Jim?
It's not.
This is how you properly wear this.
It's not. I worked for the Y.
Yeah.
When I came on board, that was one of my jobs, was to like oversee the Indian guides.
Yeah.
And now they have Indian princesses too. Because
Okay.
we don't want to exclude.
Thank
that
you.
was just for dads
you.
and sons. You're welcome. I didn't do it, but and I mean, it's like they go camping. They're not like we're now Native
Doing rain
American.
dances.
Yeah, they lean in so hard because they have all the characters too, which I actually thought added to it. You have the silent guy who's like a mime.
Yeah.
You have the rule follower.
Sure.
You have the kind of cool but kind of not stepdad, George Wendt.
Yep.
And then Chevy. And so that kind of works. Their
Yeah.
sons complement them well too. Like the nerdy mime one has a weird son and they're weirding it up together. And
of weirdos.
So, okay.
Yeah.
It kind of works.
And I will say, surprisingly, as soon as the Indian Guides subplot was presented, I go, here we go. I was just waiting with bated breath for the uncomfortable moment that kind of never fully developed. Like there was a scene at the end where Chevy starts to really lean into the impression and it kind of gets a little,
around
shaky.
the fire.
Even there was times where someone would do a reference and then someone would correct them and go, actually, that's not what they do. I was
Right.
like, okay.
When I think the one guy who is offended by Clark's
Yes.
rash, I think he's actually a Native American because in the credits, I think it said like Chief something. So honestly, for a 90s movie
That's what
to
I'm
be
saying.
like self-aware.
Yeah.
Because Cam,
Yeah, isn't there a line there where they say, come on, Jack, this is the 90s. It's PC. I was like, the 90s?
Yeah, it is.
Is it the 90s?
That's why we're shocked. Cam said when he's walking around the fire talking like, me buy this. And Cam's like, why is he talking like that? Like, so that was kind of the thing where, they're not, English isn't their native language.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to make it seem like, oh, they aren't very smart. He's like, that's stupid.
It
I'm
is.
like, yeah.
And then you put on Peter Pan for the whole that unfortunate
Sure.
song.
How?
just to really bring it home.
Yeah, it works.
One of my favorite bits in the whole thing, which we saw in the trailer too, is when they have to pick names for each other. Jack picks Little Wing for Ben. Ben picks Squatting Dog, and Jack says, "Are there any other pets you had?" He said, "I had a squirrel named Numbnuts." I was like,
Which, no, you didn't.
"You didn't, but Numbnuts."
did not have a pet
solid
squirrel.
insult. Solid
was-
90s insult.
That's something that I remembered. Like, I only remember two things from this movie. The
Numbnuts?
squatting dog, numbnuts, and then the rain dance scene
Oh, sure.
are the only three things that
Yeah.
I recall. And I wonder if, like, squatting dog, numbnuts, it's in the trailer.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's why.
Yeah.
But gotta say, that and the rain dance scene,
Yeah.
I'm all right with it.
You're all right with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've got the chief present, so it's like it seems like he signed off. It seems like we're all on board here.
True.
So Jack says to Sandy at some point that he can't do the Indian Guides anymore, and Ben hangs him out to dry. And in return, Sandy dumps on Jack too. He says, and I said, "Fuck you both." Like again, this movie's making me defend Chevy Chase. Like,
Which, how dare you?
don't put me in this position. And that rolls in my other Chevy hot take. For a 90s movie, this could have been way more problematic. He could have been a much
100%.
more problematic dad. Like, it really felt like a decision made in almost every other 90s movie with parents. Like, they just chose not to. And I was like, it's a little refreshing. It was a little surprising.
I think at every fork in the road, they chose the wholesome road, and that absolutely floored me.
Yeah.
And I think that's what made it watchable for me.
Agreed.
And so my hot take, I don't think I hate this movie.
I don't think so either.
I don't love it.
No, I'll agree with that.
But again, after watching it 3 times,
Yeah.
there were still moments where I'm like, okay, like, all right, the rain dance scene's coming up.
Yeah.
So I can watch that.
Strap in.
And we have the CNC Music Factory.
Oh, my
They're Gonna
God.
Make You Sweat.
Soundtrack was
That
humming.
song still holds up.
I mean, put it in any 90s movie. You're not sitting
Incredible.
still. And now Ben's starting to let his guard down because Jack asks Ben to have Norman come over to the sleepover. He makes him something. He's like, "This must have taken you hours." He's like, "Oh, I don't do anything anyways." Like,
Yeah.
you're getting this wholesome friendship. And he said, "I'll understand if you don't want to keep it." I was like, "Why is everyone? You're all making me sad. It's like you're getting me in the feels right here."
Even before that, where he's like, all right, well, don't tell anyone at school that he's coming over. I got a reputation.
Yeah.
And then Jack is like, oh, yeah, we don't want anyone thinking you're a nice guy.
Zing. Take
Boom.
it.
But still, he's taking like the wholesome
Yeah.
route of like,
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, oh, you're being compassionate. Oh, no.
Ben tries to fight the bullies. He gets stuffed in the locker.
Yeah,
with them.
unsuccessfully.
Unsuccessfully. I said, Decent bit, though. Both
Sure.
of them are in locker. I'm on board. The mob comes back because now Jack is running late for the Indian guides getaway. They cut the brakes. Spoiler alert, Jack doesn't die. He drives in the water, but he survives.
But he also doesn't say anything to anyone. He comes back soaking wet.
This is my, I don't know why I would call it hot take, unanswerable question.
It's just a take. It's not even a take. It's just facts.
Why does he not say anything?
Cam said that. Carter said that. They're like, why didn't you just tell him?
That'd be my first thing. Hello. I
and
almost
then
got
later,
killed.
when he finds out the brake lines were cut,
Yeah.
he's like, well, I didn't want to worry anyone. That what? You drove your car into a lake?
Yeah. And now you just now you fell on two swords. One, what actually happened to you, and two, you're taking shit from Ben and Farrah Fawcett for nothing.
And both of them, it's like, I'm sure you didn't mean to break a promise, but you did.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. Like, no, just tell him.
Chevy, now's your time. Speak up, man.
Couldn't stop my car.
Yeah.
It ended up driving to the ocean. I don't even know what body of water it was.
Yeah.
But the car's gone.
And so now Jack has now missed the trip. Ben's crying. And it's like, again, all this could have been remedied by him just being like, yeah, someone tried to murder me, actually. I don't know if you're aware of that.
That was one of my things that went over my head. When JTT cries, the tears are so fake and glistening. And there's like two streaming down from one eye and one from the other. Oh man, it is really bad.
They missed that camping trip. And now do we fast forward like 3 to 6 months because now it's July? Like,
yeah, 4th of July camping trip.
Yes. So I was like,
so.
okay, so we're on board. We've missed out on. It's probably I'm to assume Ben's been a dick to Jack for 3 months or so. And, and now they're off to the.
That seems reasonable to
off
assume.
To another. Jack's idea now to kind of lighten the load or at least get back into his good graces is him and Lloyd do the bit of them setting up the TP and fumbling over each other. I will say it did make me laugh. A couple of the hammers to the head. That it was well done by me.
I don't like hammers to the face. I feel like that would be really painful.
Stunt.
I'm fine, like a pole hitting you in the head.
Sure. No hammers.
If you're really winding up and hitting yourself in the face,
that's not gonna feel good.
There's gonna be damage.
No yucks for you on that.
No, not that part. But
right,
later, even him like sleeping in the half-ass tent.
Sure.
Which, if you constructed this tent as a bit, then you don't fix it.
No,
you can sleep in a decent tent. You don't have to kill yourself.
No, but this is the story of Jack. The whole movie, he's just leaning into like I am the martyr. I will take bring me your sins,
whatever it takes,
lay them upon me.
Yep.
And I said one of my opinions or a hot take was that I want to see the spinoff of Jack and Lloyd's adventures. Like what do these two get into in their lives? Like they're just fumbling around trying to make the best of their situations. Or George Wendt.
I could see them at a bar.
That group,
hanging out.
the whole group. Listen, they could all go to a bar together and have drinks. I
think they've done that.
And I feel like it's taken up until this point to where I'm like, I'm surprised there's nothing problematic. But now I feel like we start to dip our toes into it a little bit, which is Chevy Chase doing the Native American accent, which again, he gets corrected. But I was like, okay. Like I was pleasantly surprised it took that long.
Not only that, in the story that he tells of the young boy making mistakes, he says he run up big bills calling 1-900 numbers. Definitely went over my head as a kid.
not the you didn't pick up the porn phone line.
No, I missed that. Apologies.
Yeah. So Ben goes down to the stream to fill up the canteens. Now we find the mobsters who are very loudly proclaiming what their plans are. Hey, after we kill this guy, can we come back down and fish again? Like okay,
and fishing with suits, just catching fish with their bare hands while the one guy's shaving. I'm like, what the hell is happening?
I love the visual of just being waist deep in water, full suit.
Full suit. And I just caught a fish with my bare hands.
Why not?
Okay, that's incredible.
Yeah, with the gun holsters on in the water.
While your mob boss guy is just sitting there shaving?
Yeah. They're essentially the Three Stooges, these three. Like that's
what
the
is
whole
happening?
bit. But now we get Jack confessing to Ben about the car trouble. Ben says, if you would have just told me, I wouldn't have got upset.
No shit.
Yes, Jack. Come on.
Honesty is the best policy.
Let's learn. Let's learn from here. And in true '90s movie revenge movie fashion, we get the full beehive getting used against the enemies.
Which no reason to shoot the beehive if you were going to chop it down. Just chop it down.
And no one's getting stung. And the good guys are not getting stung, but the bad guys do. Very
no
clearly.
One's getting stung. And then you see the welts later of all the stings.
We all know that bees only sting bad guys.
That's a fact.
It all checks out. Yeah, the mobsters run by the guys. When Red Sweeney swings on the rope to kick the mobster, this might be one of those things where when it was shot in SD and now that the movies are being the resolution is HD, you see the rope rig above his head.
It was a zip line.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, did they intend to show that? Because it kind of felt like
are there handles in the woods?
they were like, I felt like the implication was like he's just kind of like Tarzaning on a rope down there, but then here's the zipline rig.
I don't know, or maybe they're just like, fuck it. There's this like
Listen, are you
set up
paying attention? Who
zipline in
gives
the
a shit?
woods.
Yeah.
Just don't stand by that rock. Well, that's kind of on him.
Yeah, that's fair. I will say maybe my favorite / problematic thing of the whole movie.
Okay.
The movie crescendos. It's a happy ending. Now Chevy and Farrah are going to get married. Mm-hmm. The decorations upon that cake. I don't know if you recall seeing them. They like you would when you think of wedding cake decorations. It's a little guy, a little girl, whatever the genders. They're tiny. They're little. Yeah. These are full Native American dolls that are about half the size of the cake.
Oh my God, I missed that.
Like it literally felt like someone in production forgot and they were like, we need something now. And it was just like 2 full-size Native American dolls on top. I was like, this is incredible. Well done to the production on this movie.
I could only focus on the soundtrack. The song playing in bed.
Yeah. Return to Innocence.
Return to Innocence. What does that even mean?
Listen, you know, do you have a 90s movie without some enigma in it? Because all I could think of is falling asleep on the couch and waking up at 3 a.m. to a CD compilation of Return to Innocence.
But that's a wild choice for, like, you're getting
married. Native Americans in it.
What is happening?
Here's a song that's kind of like remotely fits the tone.
Weird.
Yeah.
I have some other racist problematic. I don't know if now is the time for it.
It's always the time.
But it has to do with other songs.
Okay.
I'm problematic.
The lyrics to Gonna Make You Sweat.
Oh, I have not reviewed that.
I don't know if I'm reading too much into it.
No, please read more into it.
It's your world.
Yep.
And I'm just a squirrel.
Trying to get a nut.
Trying to get a nut to move your butt.
I thought it was to try to get a nut, so that's what's up. So I'm learning something today, to move your butt.
Again, maybe I'm reading too much into that. Maybe it's more innocent, just like, I'm just a squirrel trying to do what I can to make you move your butt, which that's fair.
It's fair. We're all a bunch of squirrels.
And then Louie.
Yes.
Jack says no one knows the words to Louie.
Isn't that a thing?
It is a thing.
Yeah.
So I looked up the words.
Isn't it like the story of it's like they were all drunk, so no one ever fully like formed what the words.
It's pretty innocent.
Yeah.
Until you get to one part where in the background someone just screams out "fuck." And I checked on multiple sources for the lyrics, and then really tried to listen to it. It's muffled for sure.
Yeah.
But because I saw it on multiple sites, I'm like, that's legit the lyric. And Louie is just in between the we gotta go, yeah. And then you just hear a fuck.
Do you hear it in the movie version? In the background of the movie version?
So it's so muffled.
Yeah,
it just sounds like a but knowing that it's there.
Yeah. Incredible. Incredible.
Way over my head.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And also, how many movies is that in?
I mean, that between that and I Want Candy, there's got to be a top 10 of like songs that are in
Tequila.
So many. Yeah.
I mean, you have like the 90s hits.
Yes.
That's
have you played these songs? There's a regulation that 3 of these songs have to be in every one of your 90s movies.
If you've played this song, you probably wake up and your back hurts.
Yeah.
But you've heard it many, many times and have never known that lyric exists.
But how many times have you heard Return to Innocence in a movie, Jim?
It's 3 too many now.
And Ben's final voiceover says, I'd like to say we all lived happily ever after, but it's too early to tell. And I said, fucking hell, Jesus. Ben. Like,
way to be an optimist.
This whole movie, you're just kind of either an asshole or like sad. And so even on that last note, you couldn't hit us with a little, I think it's going to work out. It's like, who's to say?
But probably not.
Jack's going to disappoint us again. We'll probably be on our own, but see in the sequel.
But
maybe. I said, this is a perfect movie for a perfect kids movie now, because I feel like kids movies now are all bummers.
True.
So it's like, this would fit perfectly now.
Although no one died at the beginning, middle, or end.
And I think if redone, then someone would die in the beginning. The dad wouldn't have left; he would just die.
True.
Yeah.
True.
That's how you do it.
All right, I got a bunch of trivia and facts.
Excellent.
Trivia and facts.
All right, there's another Man of the House movie. Did you know that?
I did not know this.
2005, Tommy Lee Jones and Christina Milian. He's a Texas Ranger that has to protect a group of cheerleaders who have witnessed a murder.
I wish so badly that we would have watched this and one of us would have watched that movie.
Oh my God. Because when you Google Man of the House, that's the first one that comes up.
Could you imagine? We got like halfway in this movie. We were like, so wait, did you see Tommy Lee
Which
Jones?
one was...
Did we watch the same movie?
Chevy Chase. No, I didn't see
Tommy
that.
Lee Jones.
There's all these cheerleaders. I didn't see any Native Americans. So that's one.
Yeah.
Second one of the villains, Murray, you don't know his name. He's Richard Forengy. He was in Ghostbusters 2.
Okay.
He's a guy that works with ComEd where they're digging a hole in the street. And he's like,
yes.
What the hell you talking about? The phone lines are over there.
Yes.
That's him. And as soon
know
as he talked, I'm like, holy shit.
I fully know. As soon
The
as
phone lines are over there.
Well done.
What are you doing? The phone lines are over there. Then you have Rob Canada. He is Jack's boss, the black guy.
Canada.
He is in Home Alone 2, National Treasure, and Wedding Crashers.
Wow.
Like, you have seen him in every generation of
every
movies.
decade has gotten him.
Yep.
Wow.
Some not so fun trivia that Farrah Fawcett died in 2009 of anal cancer at the age of 62 years old.
She didn't even make the Dead or Alive segment, so that's
No, I thought you knew she was dead.
You would have got me.
Anal cancer.
That's
not as fun as it sounds.
No, that sounds awful.
Richard Portnow, he's Joey Renda, so the slick back hair guy, the son. Mm-hmm. He was in Kindergarten Cop, Sister Act, Seinfeld, Seven,
wow,
Boy Meets World, Sopranos, Parks and Rec, Hannah Montana.
Well done.
What a run.
90s and 2000s. Well done.
And has the same look and pretty much everything. If you go on IMDb now, he's almost unrecognizable because he has white hair, but
sure.
What a run.
Now I need to go back and see who he was in Parks and Rec. That's great.
Silent Thunder. So
Silent
like
Thunder.
The clown mime guy.
Yep.
His real name's David Shiner. Mm-hmm. He's an actual performer.
Of course he is. I saw that work in that movie.
He started on the streets of Paris. On his website, he self-proclaims that he is, quote, one of the most influential clowns of our time.
How can he say that about himself? Hold on, is that a quote? Did another clown, did Bozo say that about him?
I don't know. I don't know if someone else said it about him.
Quote, him. He said it about himself.
Roger Ebert, quote.
Wow.
So it says he went from Broadway to Cirque du Soleil. But he has his own master class. He has a whole, like, I think he calls it Shiner class or Shiner, like something to that effect. Okay. Shiner clown. But I don't know. But it's impressive.
One of the most influential, according to him. His website said it.
Of our time. I can't even name many other influential clowns. Bozo,
Krusty.
Krusty. That's it.
That's the three. And Shiner.
So yeah, Pennywise. JTT's parents were concerned about him working with Chevy Chase, as Chase apparently had a reputation for being difficult. Who knew?
How could you tell from this movie?
So they asked Disney to arrange some time for the actors to spend together, work on their chemistry, see if they got along. His parents said, we're fine if you don't want to do the movie, but surprisingly, Thomas got along well with Chevy Chase.
Okay.
The weekend the movie opened, Chevy was arrested for a DUI. Because why wouldn't he be?
Heavy.
And
well
then
done.
This fact in IMDb just absolutely floored me. No bees were harmed during the making of this film. All bee action was supervised by Dr. Norman E. Gary, entomologist.
And he checked with every one of those bees. You good? All right. You good? All right, good.
One of the most influential entomologists of our time.
He shares the website with Shiner. Wow. Well,
that's all I got for trivia.
At least that ended on a fun fact. Well, I feel like some movies this season have been lacking with the casting questions. This one comes heavy, comes strong with it.
Bring it.
Now, Chevy Chase really wanted a certain actor to play Ben. Who would your 90s kid actor mind jump to immediately?
I mean, not his son from Christmas Vacation.
Just go to the top of the mountain.
A 90s?
90s kid actor.
Jonathan Brandis?
Macaulay Culkin. Oh. That's who he wanted. But Culkin was far too busy with other projects and
everything else.
And then took a hiatus. Chevy also suggested Rick Moranis
I saw
for the
that.
role of Chet, George Wendt's part, but Moranis had just finished 2 films the previous year, and being a single parent, he wanted to take
Right,
you
his
off
wife
the
died
movie.
of cancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no Rick Moranis in this film.
I don't know that he would have worked. I think George Wendt is perfect.
And I think George Wendt is like the perfect amount of like famous, like you know him, but he's not pulling away. Rick Moranis, I would have been like, what's he doing? Like I want more like.
And he's more weird dad.
Yeah.
Where George Wendt is more like awkward
sure.
dad, but like he's just a dude. Like
sure.
I'm gonna fire up the grill. I don't see Rick Moranis being like, let me go get the burgers off the grill.
Not at least we can never know.
No.
Another consideration for Chet Bronsky, George Wendt's part, it was written first with John Candy in mind.
I could totally see that.
But he passed away before he could even be offered the role. John Goodman was the next choice, but he had just finished filming The Flintstones, a future movie, and ABC wouldn't let him out of his contract from Roseanne for for another year to do any of the movies. So Chevy Chase then suggested George Wendt.
They have a type for that role for sure.
Here's our 3 guys. But Chevy had acted in Fletch with George Wendt, so he knew him.
Okay.
So there's that. The role of Jack Sturgis was initially offered to Tim Allen, but he was shooting the Santa Claus and on summer hiatus from Home Improvement. And there's the
But
Jonathan
you couldn't
Taylor
have
Thomas
that.
No connection. Yeah. He also declined it because he wanted the film to be distant from the Home Improvement universe, but he did suggest Disney that his comedic inspiration Chevy Chase play the role instead. So maybe Tim Allen is the reason we got sensitive Chevy Chase. Thanks, Tim. Chevy Chase suggested his Caddyshack co-star Rodney Dangerfield to play the small role of Tony or Murray, but Dangerfield had to pass due to other commitments. So everyone is busy for all their
So
initial
that's
parts.
way too small of a role for Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah. Suzanne Summers was the first choice for our Sandy was her name, Sandy Archer.
Sorry, thank you.
But she was busy with Step by Step. Step by Step. So
Day
by day. Now, how about this for the first choice for Lloyd Small? I'm sorry, we could have completely skipped out on one of the most legendary clowns of our time for a little known character named Mr. Bean. Rowan Atkinson was the first choice for Lloyd Small.
Too weird, I think.
Again, other commitments. He had to pass.
Thank
Bill
God.
Irwin was the next choice. Not familiar with
Who
Bill.
can forget him?
But he felt the slapstick humor didn't mesh well with his style of comedy.
Yeah, I agree.
We've got more. George Wendt suggested
my.
John Ratzenberger for the role of Red Sweeney, as he thought the character was similar to Ratzenberger's character, Cliff from Cheers. But he had to decline because he was finalizing voiceover work on
Toy Story?
Toy Story.
I was going to say, he's in every Pixar movie, so I think he ended up all right.
He ended up all right, which Toy Story was released 8 months after this movie.
Huh.
Joe Pesci was offered the role of
No.
Joey, but he declined because he felt the script was too similar to his role in Goodfellas.
What?
And the first 2 Home Alone movies, and also because director Martin Scorsese had asked him to do Casino. So it kind of feels like in the order of importance, it's probably Casino was
Do I want to be with Martin Scorsese or do like a shitty kids
And
movie?
also, this movie feels too much like Goodfellas for my liking.
What?
Oh,
That's a Roger Ebert take.
Oh, Jim.
Okay.
Oh, Jim.
Okay.
Worlds are colliding. Who was briefly considered for the role of Ben? Brian Bonsall. Do you remember this gentleman?
Yes.
Do you remember our friend Brian from
Yes.
Blank Check? He decided to pass. Because
You idiot.
he felt the script was too similar to a TV movie he had finished with Bob Saget called Father and Scout.
Okay, what else did you do? Just take the
take
work,
it.
Brian.
Just take it. He was doing TV movies, evidently.
Oh, yeah, we all remember those.
And that's all my fun casting. So here's my holy shit trivia fact.
Okay.
Star Farrah Fawcett and director James Orr were in a relationship. On January 28th, 1998, which was after the movies came out, he was convicted of a misdemeanor battery after attacking Farrah Fawcett for supposedly refusing his marriage proposal.
Can you do that?
You can... Evidently not, because he was convicted. So,
Oh, my God.
So James...
You get down on one knee, she says no, and you're just like,
I will
wow,
attack you now.
Not on my watch.
I directed you in a movie. You will take my proposal. Yeah. So how about that?
Red
that damn
flag.
fun fact. Yeah. In the scene where the tribe was learning the Native American rain dance, Ben is not participating, and he's reading a magazine next to a tree.
Yes.
On the back of this magazine is an ad for The Lion King, which I did
Carter
not.
spotted that.
Well done, Carter.
He doesn't even know anything about it. He was just like, that's Lion King. And we're like, do you know why?
From 3.
Because he's the voice of Simba. And he's like,
Yeah.
who's Simba? I'm like, all right, get out.
Yep. Just another fun fact. Chevy Chase and Farrah Fawcett both left their hit shows, Saturday Night Live and Charlie's Angels, after only 1 season to do movies. And both were heavily criticized at the time for doing so. Both would later state that they regretted their decisions.
I was going to say, I'm sure they regretted it.
Did they, though? They were in Man of the House. I see no regrets. At the very beginning of the movie, a man is flying a kite on the beach. This moron, this idiot, he described as the man who tried dating his mom, but not very long. This man is Ryan O'Neal, who was in a relationship with Farrah Fawcett. So she
is everywhere.
The circles are overlapping on this
Wowee.
movie. This is the only Disney movie that Chevy Chase ever did. This movie made more money than Chevy's 3 previous 90s movies combined.
I saw that as well.
And one of the bullies who shoves Norman to his locker is Tony Sampson, who later became famous for voicing Eddie on Ed, Edd and Eddy. He's the kid in the red shirt on the left who says to Ben, "Talking to us, punk." So there you go. And also JTT is a vegetarian in real life, so he wouldn't have eaten the meat that Jack made him.
Well, there you go.
And there's your trivia and facts.
Favorite things for me.
Yeah.
Ben says at one point, I don't care how old I get, I'll never understand women.
Sure.
Like,
Fair.
wise beyond his years.
Holds up.
Having a best black friend named Monroe. What a sweet name.
I mean, Monroe, I've never heard that name in a movie. I don't think so.
No.
Well done.
I only know President Monroe.
And him.
The old school cherry Coke can.
Oh, I must have missed that.
It's the black and purple.
Yes.
Cam was like, that school's sweet. They get pop. And I'm like, not
We all
just
do.
any pop. The
best.
old cherry Coke.
Yeah. Maybe Fruitopia might be in there too. You never know.
Oh, stop it. Or Surge. I love having a rule-following know-it-all Indian Guide member, Art LaFleur, who was also played the babe
Point of order.
in Sandlot.
Yep.
But it was fun. Like, George Wentz, like, okay,
Yeah.
good for you. Memorize the whole
foil.
book.
Yep.
I love that it starts pouring rain, even though it's clearly sunny out.
Absolutely.
And then last, George Wendt, his son's name is Norm. He plays Norm on Cheers. Full circle. We got the
circles are
Norms.
overlapping. Farrah Fawcett's dating everyone.
And
Cheers
we got
relation-
Norms galore.
Sequels, prequels, spin-offs, and such.
There were plans to do a sequel, which never materialized.
Smart.
And unanswerable question, what would that have even been? Just were the
Nothing.
families happy again? And does dad come back in the picture? Now he shows up with the set, like he wants to come back. He's begging for mom again. And now Chevy, now Jack and Ben, they come together to foil that plan.
I
There
mean,
is,
it would
it's
have
written.
to be like just another kid. Like maybe Sandy and Jack have a kid or something, and
Yeah.
something like no.
Here's-
This should not be a sequel.
Here's my other idea.
Okay.
I had to do some research. The NCAI, the National Congress of American Indians, comes to shut down the Indian Guides for their disrespectful interpretations of their people and tribes. On the verge of disbanding, Monroe suggests they become the African American Guides, and he teaches them all how to act in a movie that is racist in a totally different way.
Did you write that?
JTT was not available for the sequel. He was replaced by the kid from Liar Liar. That's my idea.
Jonathan Lipnicki?
Straight to DVD sequel.
Okay. I'd tune in. I don't know if I'd watch it 3 times.
It comes in a combo with Man of the House. You're like, well, I
Okay.
guess it's free. I guess I'll watch it.
It's called Men of the House.
See, now we're talking.
Questions I have.
Yeah.
Is there a better looking 90s kid than JTT?
I mean, I don't know who would even give him right because I think Macaulay was more famous, but he wasn't.
No.
He wasn't.
Devin
greater.
Sawa?
Maybe. But
I don't
JTT,
know. Just-
that Home Improvement run, like that solidified his place on Mount Rushmore.
Next question. How many takes do you think Chevy insisted on taking anytime he was making out with Farrah Fawcett? Over under
Yeah,
5.
you know, that's bad lighting.
Like, we better do this again.
Easy 4, hard 4.
And then final question. How many kids in 90s movies have outsmarted or beat adults' asses?
It's every time.
It's like...
Now there's
just
your movie.
dumb-
There's your new
dumb
movie. Is
idiots.
the adults win, and it's a very sad end.
That would be...
He's beat the shit out of
Just like once and for all the villains come
just
back
kids
and they're
versus-
like, we finally get our comeuppance.
That'd be good for a sketch. I think that works for a sketch.
I do have one more question for you, Nick.
Dead or alive?
All right. We have Richard Fornjoy Murray from Ghostbusters 2.
He's got pretty white gray hair in that movie. I want to say he's passed.
He died in 2024. Pretty recent.
That's very recent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not catch how he
Yeah.
died, though.
I don't need to know how. The details never help anything.
He was murdered.
by someone else, by Farrah Fawcett.
Rob Canada. So
Rob
the
Canada.
head of the firm.
Sure.
Also in multiple movies.
Yeah. Alive.
He's alive, 76 years old.
Okay.
Good for you.
Good for you, Rob.
Ron,
Ron.
actually.
Rob.
Rob Ron.
Ron.
Blah, blah, blah. Richard Portnoy, Joey Renda, slick back hair.
Slick back hair. I feel like you are leading me down a path where you want me to go dead, alive, dead. So I'm going to say alive.
He's alive.
Bang.
78 years old. And then George Wendt, Judd Bronsky.
He's still alive. He's not alive.
This is one of those people that the other day when I'm like, when did they die? How did this happen?
I remember
March 20, 2025.
Did John Ratzenberger die too? No.
I don't even know. I don't know who anyone that's alive or dead.
Because I'm trying to think now. Now, just sidebar. I'm trying to think of I'm in the last Toy Story. They had to. Oh, it was
Slinky Dog.
No, Don
Rickles.
Don Rickles, and they had to reuse his voice because he had passed for whoever he does. He doesn't do Slinky. He does. I forget whoever he does. he had passed. So maybe John, I don't know. I want to look it up now. That's upsetting. That upsets me.
I'm sorry. And that's why I didn't put Farrah Fawcett
Yeah. That is very
too
upsetting.
soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, George went, that was about a year ago. And then you forget.
How did you, and
you take him for granted, Nick, and this is what happens.
And this is what happens. And now we'll never get a Man of the House too. Now what do we think? Because for a movie that could have been more problematic, a movie that could have really taken you down some roads, it really never did. But this movie has the same rating as Blank Check. And I said that's not fair to this movie. I don't believe.
Really?
I'm not saying this is a markedly better movie, but I think this is a better movie than Blank Check.
I think there are more fun moments in Blank Check.
Yeah, that movie is more, we're having a
I think
good
this
old time.
has more of a message.
Yes. And that's fair. But if someone said what, I mean, all you have to do from Blank Check is just cut out that horrifying love subplot, and then it's a serviceable movie. So then maybe if we can negate that, then maybe those two movies are in lockstep. Maybe those two movies do have the same rating.
I mean, I said there are many, many flaws to this movie. The villains laughing to each other, the fact that they're in the woods just openly like shouting and saying
we're gonna kill him, boss, you see?
And then like, here's some dynamite. Let's put him in the cave. Like, what are you talking about? You all have guns. This is so stupid.
They're comically bad guys.
But again, this is like the 90s trope kids movie. It can't be like scary where they're like holding a gun to their head, obviously. So honestly, I don't hate it is how I would describe it. I wouldn't say, oh yeah, love that.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Sure. That's more to say than some of the other movies we watched.
Absolutely. And I wasn't angry at any point.
Review, Jim Dog. I didn't hate it. Not
angry.
Not that angry.
So pretty good. Pretty good. You?
I wanted to end it there because that was such a good one. Yeah, I said, unless you're a child of divorce with a mom who's dating again, this movie's a must-watch then. Otherwise, I think it's a movie that felt like it would have been on when you came home after school, and it's like, all right, I guess I'll, like, it's lukewarm. Like, I'm not running away from it. It's on in the background.
Okay. There you have it.
So, to your point, I'm just going to replay the clip you saying pretty good again. I'm just going to end it on that.
Okay. Pretty good.
Thank you for listening. Please follow, rate, review, like, and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you listen to podcasts. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And tune in next week when we review another cinematic masterpiece from our childhood. Until then, I'm glad that I had that cold shower.